Candied yams with marshmallows made in the rice cooker. I'm going to show you how it's done. Let's go. Kitchen is open. Let's get started. All right, y'all, let's get started on these candy yams with marshmallows in the rice cooker. That's right, in the rice cooker. So I got the little rice cooker meals cookbook right here, and we're going to go over the ingredients. Now, I am changing it up quite a bit. I'm adding and taking away stuff. So, okay, so it actually calls for 2 1/4 pounds of raw yams, sweet potatoes, diced up, chopped up. I have 3 pounds of sweet potatoes. So I'm going to be adding a little bit more ingredients. So it says a half a stick of butter chopped. I'm going to add a whole stick of butter. Okay, and then we got a half a bottle, 8 ounces of light corn syrup. Okay, so we got 1 5-ounce can of evaporated milk, juice of 1 lemon, but I'm not going to use the lemon. I'm going to use the an orange instead. A half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Now, y'all know I ain't working with no half a teaspoon of cinnamon. This is some candy yams. I'm going to put more than a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. But you do you put how much you want, but I'm going to be just putting it in there. I probably won't measure, but it does call for half a teaspoon of cinnamon. All right, a pinch of nutmeg, 1 cup of water, 2 cups of large marshmallows, or to taste, it says, but I don't have the large ones. I have the little mini ones. 1 cup of chopped pecans. I don't think I'm going to put the pecans, so I'm not going to fool with that. Instead, I am going to add some brown sugar in it too. It doesn't call for brown sugar. It doesn't call for white sugar. But I'm going to add some brown sugar because we're making some candy yams. So I want it sweet. So that is the ingredients. And I'm going to show y'all everything in just a minute. But let's get started, y'all. You got this little book. It's in here. Okay, y'all, this is the ingredients. I got an 8-cup rice cooker. I don't know what size you have, but mine is an 8-cup. And I have 3 large sweet potatoes that are diced up, and it came out to be 3 pounds. And it calls for 2 1/4 pounds, but a little bit extra, so I'm going to be adding some extra ingredients. So we got we're going to use 8 ounces of light corn syrup. We got some nutmeg. We're going to use a pinch of it. We got some cinnamon, and I will be adding some vanilla flavor in there. It didn't call for it, but I'm going to add it. And I'm adding a little bit more of the carnation milk. It called for 5 ounces. I'm going to use 6. And I'm going to use some brown sugar. It didn't call for brown sugar, but I'm using it. And 1 cup of water. And there is the marshmallows. I'm using the mini ones. That's going to go in last. And then we got the juice of 1 orange and got my drink. So, all right, let's get started on this. Okay, y'all, so I've already put 1 stick of butter in there. I squeezed that one orange. I used the juice. I squeeze it in there. You can still see some of the little bit of the orange on top. So 1 stick of butter is in there right now because I got 3 pounds of potatoes in there. So we're going to go ahead and add half of this bottle of light corn syrup. Just pour it all over it. I don't know if I want to do the whole half because I am using brown sugar. So we're going to pour that much, almost a half of the jar. Okay, and we're going to put 1 cup of brown sugar. That's a half a cup, I'm sorry. A half a cup of brown sugar. And then we're going to use some cinnamon sugar. I'm just sprinkling it on there. I'm not measuring. But I think it calls for a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then I'm going to add some regular cinnamon on there. So let me just... like I said, I'm just putting. I'm not measuring. All right. Then we're going to take the nutmeg and we're just going to sprinkle a little bit nutmeg on there. Just like that. All right. And then we're going to take a little dab of vanilla flavoring like that. We're going to put 6 ounces of evaporated milk. And 1 cup of water. And we're going to stir it up and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we got everything mixed in the rice pot. Like I said, this is an 8-cup rice cooker. So we're going to go ahead and put it in there. And we're going to hit the cook button. And I believe it might take somewhere around an hour, but I'll let y'all know. And once it pop from cooked to warm, then we're gonna open up the lid and we're gonna put some marshmallows in there, and then we're gonna close it up for another 10 minutes or so, and she'll be ready. All right, time for a sweet. Let's get a sweet. Okay, y'all, the rice cooker just popped from cooked to warm. It took 1 hour and 5 minutes. So I'm gonna just show y'all. Hang on. All right, here it is, y'all. Ooh, look at that. Oh, sorry about the steam. Oh man, look at that. All right, so now we're gonna add the marshmallows. Okay, so we're gonna add the marshmallows and we're gonna cover it back up. Just put a couple of handfuls up in there. Ooh, there's one right there. All right, now we're gonna put the lid back on it and let the marshmallows melt. Okay, y'all, so it's been about 10 minutes since I put the marshmallows in there. Let's check it out. Ooh, look at that. Oh, man, and it smells so good up in here, y'all. Let's go ahead and do this taste test. Okay, y'all, look at this. Look at that. I can't believe that I cooked some candied yams with marshmallows in the rice cooker, y'all, in the rice cooker. And look, it came out perfect. Perfect. The consistency of the yams is just perfect. The sauce is thickening up as it sits. Man, I think this is going to be, I think I probably did something right here. I would have never known to cook some yams in the rice cooker. So before I take this taste test, follow, like, comment, and share all my videos. Now, when I start dancing, y'all already know it is on point, delicious. So I don't need to tell y'all. Just watch my reactions. Kitchen is closed. I'll see y'all next time. I love y'all.